Hey, you're a new neighbor, right?
And you must be the fireman.
How oddly you say that.
I'd have known it with my eyes shut.
What, the smell of kerosene? It's like perfume to me.
Really? I don't know about that. Do you mind if I walk back with you? I'm Clarice McClellan.
Sure, Clarice. Why are you out so late? How old are you?
I'm 17. You know, I'm not afraid of you.
Why would you be?
So many people are terrified of firemen, but you're just a man after all. Do you mind if I ask, how long have you been working as a fireman?
About 10 years now.
Do you ever read any of the books you burn?
Why would I break the law? It's fine work. All I ever do is burn books to ashes.
I heard that a long time ago houses used to burn by accident, and the purpose of firemen was to put those fires out. Is that true?
No, houses have always been fireproof.
Why are you laughing?
You're an odd one. What's going on in there?
My parents and uncle are sitting around chatting. It's like being a pedestrian, only rare, or most peculiar.
What do you say?
Good night. Are you happy?
What? Am I what? Happy? Of all the nonsense? Happy. Of course I am. Does she think I'm not?
Where are the books?
You know where they are, you wouldn't be here.
I have reasons to suspect attic number 11, Owl City EB.
That would be Mrs. Blake, my neighbor.
Alright, man, let's get him. Montag, over here. Don't just stand like an idiot. Kerosene. Come on, woman.
You can't ever have my books.
You know the law. The house is going up.
Go on, I want to stay here.
Run, run, run.
Montag, we can never tell when friendship becomes real. As in filling a boat drop by drop, there's going to be a drop that makes it sink. So in a series of kindness, there's something that makes heart break.
Is that about the girl next door? I've been trying hard to figure out what's going on with her.
She's dead. Let's put more use into talking about someone that's real, for goodness sake.
The thing is, Clarice's favorite subject surprisingly wasn't herself. It was everyone else and me. She was the first person in many years that I actually liked. She was the first person who actually looked at me like she cared and like I mattered. These men have been dead a while, but I know their words point at Clarice one way or another. Alright, let's get back to work.
Books aren't people, you know. You read and I look around, but there isn't anyone there. My family, they tell me things. They laugh, I laugh.
I know.
Besides, if Captain Beatty knew about those books, he might come over the house and burn it. Burn the family. That's awful. Think of the investment. What should I reach for? Why?
What for? Are you kidding me? Would you like to go to the house that burnt down last night and rake ashes for the bones of the woman who set fire to her own house? What about Clarice? Where do we look for her? Her morgue?
Listen.
Nice night, what do you think?
I can agree.
Where did you come from? Where's this wisdom you've gained?
You see, as time gets rougher, my history gets more boring. The last liberal arts college have been shut down. No more work for me. Lack of students, lack of patronage. I don't talk things, sir. I talk the meanings and things you know that I'm alive. Just in case you're angry with me, for future reference.
I'm not angry, sir.
Just thought I'd come by and see how the sick man is.
I should be back sometime next week.
Every fireman hits this point. They need to know how the wheels run around here. The information just isn't fed to rookies like it used to be.
Apparently.
The fact is, we didn't long well until photography came into its own. Then, things began to have mass. Books could afford to be different. The world was roomy. Population quadrupled, which required a much simpler norm. You follow me?
I think so.
When things sped up, there was no time for the useless information in books.
Yes, but what about the firemen then?
Our job was to make sure everyone is equal. A book is a loaded gun in the house next door. People want to be happy, and that's all that matters.
There was a girl next door. Clarice. How did she happen? She was different than others.
We have a record of her family. The world has no place for people like her anyways. The poor girl's better off dead.
Yes, dead.
Well, I must be going. Lecture's over. Hope I've clarified things.
I hope so. See you later.
Suppose you tell me why you came here.
Nobody listens to me anymore. The walls are more important. My wife doesn't talk to me. I just want someone to hear what I have to say sometimes, you know? I think I needed to be happy, but I'm not. Something's missing here. I thought the books would help, but I knew they were gone when they were burned 10 or 12 years ago.
You are intuitively right, but there are ultimately 3 things missing. 1, do you see why books are so important? Because they have quality, and that means texture, Montag. It has pores, features, life. It has telling detail, fresh detail. Do you get why books are hated and feared?
And the second?
Leisure.
Plenty of hours off.
Yes, hours off, but time to think?
And 3?
The right to carry out actions based on what we learned from the first 2.
This afternoon I was thinking that if books turned out to be worthwhile, then we might be able to print some copies.
We?
Let me tell you my plan. The only way I could possibly listen to you is if some way the fireman itself could be burnt. Now if you're hearing me, we may plant them hidden in the firemen's houses all over the country, so seeds of suspicion will be brought upon these arsonists. Bravo.
It's a crazy plan to see the firehouses burn across the land, destroyed by treason. The salamander devours its tail?
You can't trust people. That's the dirty part.
You and I only, my friend.
Oh, doesn't everyone look nice?
Everyone looks great.
Isn't this show wonderful?
Absolutely.
Guy!
What have you got there? Isn't that a book?
It's poetry.
Shut up, you fool. Montag, in the name of God, what are you up to?
And today I read the Bible while riding the subway. I figured if I read it fast enough, then some of it would stay in my memory. Kind of like sand in a sea.
Well, why don't you read us one of those poems from your little book? I think that'd be very interesting.
That's not right. We can't do that.
Montag, go through this and I'll leave. What good is this? What will you prove?
Scared the hell out of them. That's what. Scared the living daylights out.
Now, Guy, who are you talking to?
Just play it off as a joke. Cover it up. Pretend you aren't mad at all.
Here, read the page, dear. Go ahead. What's the title?
Dover Beach was once two at the full and round earth's shore. It lay like the folds of a bright girdle furled, but now I only hear its melancholy long withdrawing roar, retreating to breath of the night wind down the vast edge drear and naked shingles of the world. Ah, love, let us be true to one another, for the world which seems to lie before us like a land of dreams, so various, so beautiful, so new, hath really neither joy nor love nor light, no certitude nor peace, nor hope for pain, and we are here as on a darkling plain, swept with confused alarms of struggle and flight, where ignorant armies clash by night.
Shh, Clara, you're fine. It's alright. Snap out of it. Clara, what's wrong?
I just don't know.
You see, I knew it. Poetry comes with sickness, suicide, and crying. Is a sickness. All that mush. You're nasty, Mr. Montag. I'm never stepping foot in this crazy fireman's house again.
Just look at all the husbands you've lost.
Now you did it. Old Montag wanted to fly near the sun, and now you've burnt the damn wings. You wonder why? Did you make it clear enough for you?
Mildred, you didn't put on the alarm.
Poor family, poor family. Everything's gone, everything. Everything now.
Montag, this is Faber. Do you hear me? What's happening?
This is happening to me.
Yes, it surely is, Montag. You're under arrest.
Was it my wife turned in the alarm?
Yes, but her friends turned the alarm earlier. You've gotten it either way. It was idiotic of you, quoting poetry so free and easily.
Montag, you fool! Get out of there! Montag, are you alright?
Well, that's one way to get an audience. Hold a gun to a man's face and force him to listen to your speech. He'll speech away.
We never burned, right?
Hand it over, guy. Oh, no, no, no!
It's flat. The city looks like a heap of baking powder. It's gone. How many are dead? How many news is coming?
How many cities are dead? And here, in our country, 100? 1,000? We should start walking upstream.
Phoenix.
What?
There's a silly bird called Phoenix back before Christ. Every few years he built a pyre and burned himself up. But every time he burned himself up, he sprang out of the ash and was reborn. It looks like we're all doing the same thing here, huh? Let's head upstream and hold on to one thought. You're not important. You're not anything. But even when we had the books on hand a long time ago, we didn't use what we thought we got out of them. Come on now. We're going to build a mirror factory and put out nothing but mirrors. That way, for the next few years, all we have to do is look out and stare at them for a very long time.
Yes, that's the one I'll save for noon, when we reach the city.
Hey, you're a new neighbor, right?
Where are the books?
Sorry.
I'm gonna.
That favorite subject, my.
Just in case you're angry with me, for future retro.
Person who actually looked at me and cared and like I mattered.
Zig, you.
What's going on there?
Montag, over here!
I'm 17 and I don't know any more of the line.
You're an odd one.
McClellan.
Sure, Clarice. Why are you out so late?
You're good.
That favorite subject, myself.
That favorite stuff.
Where are the books? For me, lack of students, lack of patronage.
I'm not. Something.
For us, you're intuitively right. What? Baby's just trying to have a beverage.
Hearing me? Plant them hidden in the firemen's houses. Now, if you're hearing me, we plant them. There's type. Oh no, it's not a typo. I can't see. It's the wrong. We plant them hidden in the firemen's houses all over the country. Now, if you're hearing me.
Isn't this show wonderful?
Absolutely. Not yet.
Die.
Family, everything's gone. Everything. I keep walking outside.
Oh my god, your thumb's in the way, yo. Alright, yeah.
No.
Oh, it doesn't ever.